And welcome back to the 2v2 Rocket League Open at the MidwestLAN 20 presented by Mad City. I am Curtis. Along with me is Sam. And Sam, well, it's grand finals time. We have been looking forward to this for a couple of days, a couple of very competitive teams. Game of Throws, who we just saw pull off a miraculous Game 2 win. They go up against Seoul Esports, who have been the, well, they've been the buzzsaw of the field so far. And we've seen both these teams do very well. Interested to see what you think going in and if you were keying on anybody.
Well, Buzzsaw is right. I mean, 12-0. They've cut through every opponent that they've faced so far in the tournament, have not lost a single match so far. So they've got to be the favorites coming in. They do also have the advantage of having the one game in hand, if you'd call it that. So no bracket reset. Instead, Seoul Esports is going to come up with a 1-0 series lead into this best of 7. So that's their advantage for staying up into that winner's bracket. So they do have a little bit of an advantage there. They only have to win 3 games, whereas the other side will have to win 4. But on that Game of Throws side, Curtis, these guys are just turning into the giant killers right now.
They are.
Just coming out of nowhere, really. I don't know that many of us knew these two, Andy and Parker, prior to this tournament, but we'll definitely know them now.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely going to see them around, and hopefully they can do some damage in at tournaments, from here on. So that's good stuff. We tried to get production to avoid the stereotypical Champions Field setting for the grand finals. Unfortunately, we were turned down. So there's that. So we have Champions Field. We are just about set to go to Champions Field for the site. It is underway, grand final time at MidwestLAN 20 for the Rocket League Open, and we start off with Seoul Esports in the blue and Game of Throws now in the orange as we are underway. Into the Game of Throws and chance for Parker to do damage. He's going to have this up in the air. Bork takes it in his corner. Bork will lose this, however. It's going to be left wing side. Good long clear. That's going to be off the back, trying for the double. That's not going to work. Bork had a chance. Couldn't make it happen. It's still lurking. Bork is there. Gets a nose on it, but it doesn't have enough velocity to get past the goal line. So we play 32 seconds in, still scoreless.
Good defense there out the gate for Game of Throws. Seoul Esports, they've been waiting around. They've been watching everything that's been happening. So they understand the game style of Game of Throws, and they know how to match it. They come out strong in the first minute here. Takes them 41 seconds to get the first goal on the board, and there it is, Mikey to Bork. We've seen it so much in this tournament where Mikey is setting up Bork.
Yeah, and Bork, of course, has the finish, and that's the way it's been for them throughout this tournament. 1-0 lead for Seoul Esports as they score 41 seconds in. Chance for them to get another one here. Challenge coming out from Andy is not going to be a good one. That's going to be towards the short side. Chance there for Bork, and again, he's able to finish it on the goal line. It's a 2-0 lead.
Good pace of play coming, and yet again, it's Mikey to Bork. Mikey off that sidewall. I like that he did not go for the shot. Parker's expecting maybe the shot's going to come through. He's going to have to make a save. Instead, it's Mikey putting it off that sidewall right behind the defender. So great heads-up play by him, and again, it's Mikey feeding Bork for the goal.
Game of Throws needs to get something going. Might be having a little bit of a loser's final hangover they had a little while ago. That would have been a good reason to have one. Chance for them to do something here. This will go top of the box. Bork with a long one, this time to Mikey. Mikey puts it on frame, but that is going to be cast aside as Parker gets up to take it away. 3:49 to go. Over the halfway line, in comes Mikey. Mikey is going to have that one fall down. Chance top of the box. Bork off the post. Didn't finish that one, but this may be a runner the other way. Andy has one to beat. He's got some help along the way. Good takeaway as Bork gets back just in the nick of time. Great rotation back and good hustle.
Yeah, especially when Andy was there giving Mikey trouble in the net. So Bork recognizes that, comes over through the box, and cuts that one off before the shot is made. Great job by him. Good heads-up play. But now Andy coming downfield, looking for the tricky backflip carry. Can't get it there, but right now Game of Throws still in this game, keeping up the pace of play.
3:12 left as this will pound around the corner. Chance for a clear taken in by Andy. Andy gets a second touch on it. He's got both members of Seoul in that corner with him. Finally, one rotates back, and it looks like Parker's going to have to play the long clear as he'll rotate all the way back for a chance to get it back in his favor. Good touch, but it's sent back in off the ceiling. Waiting patiently, getting a bump, but still making contact, and it's going to be a problem for the Game of Throws guys as Bork adds another.
Yeah, and yet again, Mikey making things easy for Bork. You saw he goes for that bump, throws Andy off in the middle of the air, and Andy can't get over to recover. Great attempt by Andy to almost get back over and make that save still, but no, the bump too hard there for Mikey, and 3-0 from Seoul Esports. They're coming out flying, picking off the kickoff there, nearly getting the 4th one as well.
Well, there's still a ton of time left in this game one. Again, this is a best of, well, I guess it's a best of 6, as Seoul Esports does have a 1-game advantage for staying in the upper bracket, in which they did. Chance for Mikey. Mikey is going to put this into his own corner. Up the side is Bork. Bork gets good contact. Mikey's there as well. Off the back again, looking for Bork, and we've seen that connection a couple of times this game. 4-0 lead.
Yeah, Bork with the 4th goal. Little bit of a misplay there from Parker. Goes to try and meet that ball when it connects with the wall. Look for the hard clear. But that timing is so crucial on those backboard clears. You've got to get to the wall right when the ball does. Just a little bit off on that. And Game of Throws maybe looking like they might go down 2 games here early with that advantage coming from Seoul Esports. Another chance there. Good job by Andy to cut it out. He's going to carry the ball upfield. He's got Bork to beat, and he fakes him out. What a play by Andy. We've seen many pretty goals from him in this tournament, and that's some great patience there.
Nasty mind game as he just hesitates. Bork into next week. Good play to get around him. A little bit of a on-ball deke. 2:07 to go, and they get on the board. Still a ton of Rocket League to go. Kickoff goes the way of Game of Throws. Quick removal off the lateral wall. Bork was looking for contact, could not find it. Mikey comes in to try to make things difficult. And it'll be Game of Throws with control and a full canister of boost. Another control back across midfield, but it looks like the Seoul Esports guys are going to shrink the field as much as possible. That's in the net from Bork again, just under the bar, make it 5-1 lead.
Yeah, and I know I talked a little bit with Seoul Esports before this matchup, and one thing they mentioned was they wanted to keep the pace of play up very high. They didn't want to give Game of Throws a lot of times to work, and you saw Andy was trying to carry the ball upfield, looking for that dribble play, but just right there in his face to cut it off, and good job on them. It's going to be up to Game of Throws to make some adjustments here, as Seoul Esports are definitely carrying the pace right now.
Well, we'll see what they can do. The up is going to be Game of Throws. This will be top of the box. This is an opportunity, but a good save coming out as Andy tried to get it on net. Andy's still there, tries to fall on top of it. He's going to miss that opportunity. This will be cleared back to the top of the box. Still a chance for Game of Throws to get something done, but it looks like it'll be taken in possession. Andy gets up, gets another one. Tries to carry it himself. It'll drop down, and Parker could have done better with that, but he will miss an opportunity to get this one at the net. This will be towards the empty net, back the other way on the counterattack, and Mikey makes it a 6-1 advantage.
Mikey getting into the play finally. Bork with 5 goals. Mikey's like, you know, spread the offense a little bit here. He does get the 6th goal on the board. You saw Andy was trying to get that bounce. Could have had a better shot on net. He really did have a good chance to get that score. But after he put it up too high, it goes right back downfield. Seoul Esports with the commanding 6-1 lead in this game. Looking like it may be theirs to take, barring some sort of monumental collapse.
Well, we'll see. 60 minutes to go. 5 goals in a minute. Well, it's probably not common. This will be a chance for them to make it a 7-1 lead. It'll be off the crossbar, and it looks like Andy will try to get a long clear and does so. Out of the corner. Good demo there. Takes the Game of Throws offense away. It'll get catapulted into the orange end. Up is Parker. That's actually Andy in the corner there. Parker looming at midfield. This will be a chance for Andy on the angle. Very close. Could not quite find it. And with 27 to go, trying to keep in front of this ball. That's going to go off the side. Trying to find the angle, and doing so is Mikey. He gets his 2nd of the game, and we are headed to Brazil.
Yeah, the Brazil on the board now. Just capping off this dominant effort here from Seoul Esports in Game 1, but this will put them into a 2-victory advantage here. They're going to go up 2-0, and it's going to be tough for Game of Throws. This is a best of 7, so they still got a little bit more time to get back in it, but they do not want to go down 0-3.
14 seconds left. That's a long one. It'll be off the corner. Good demo as well. Physical play coming out really, really well for Seoul Esports as they continue that, as the Game of Throws guys will run out of time in game number, well, technically Game 1. And Seoul Esports takes the lead in the series now 2-0. And they're 2 wins away from a tournament title.
Yeah, and if you had expected they would all be rusty with the little bit of time that they had to wait, they showed to us that that was definitely not the case. Came out swinging, got some early goals quick, and never looked back. Only the 1 goal on the board for Game of Throws, so they're going to have to find some offense. We've seen them look very good when they're down on the other side of the field, especially Andy. He's both made some great plays, but the pressure from Seoul Esports just too much in that first game.
You mentioned pace of play, and pace of play was important because on the one goal that Game of Thrones was able to score, it was from Andy that was slowing it down. And when he slowed it down, he was able to dribble past, I believe it was Mikey on the receiving end of that mind game. They slowed it down, were able to get things done. As soon as Seoul Esports started to push the pace again, they did not have an answer. So I think the key here, and you being the analyst, you tell me, would it be a matter of they just have to play faster?
Yeah, and if you're going to go for the catch, that's fine. Go for the catch and carry, but recognize if there's a player challenging you, you may need to flick quicker than you were expecting. One thing I saw from MechOG is they weren't necessarily challenging as much. They were giving a lot of the field to Game of Throws, and right now Seoul Esports are not doing that at all. There's just not room to work for these carries.
Well, 5 minutes on the clock. We'll get game 2 underway. Game of Throws need a much better start, and they're going to try to get one here. This will be towards the ceiling. Parker waiting patiently. Doesn't quite have the catch taken away. Andy will wait. Now it's Parker. Good long booming clear. This is going to be off the back, but a good piece of physical play from the blue guys. That's a shot off the post. Very close by Andy. Could not quite find the back of the net with that. Still scoreless as we play. That's a good ricochet back into the blue end. Into the corner, trying to find the angle. That's close, and Andy thought better of taking that angled shot, realizing he was last man back. 4:20 to go. So we play 40 seconds in, looking for the first strike is Seoul. That's far side and just wide of the intended target. Very close, 47 seconds in.
Yeah, Seoul with the previous chance there, but good start here from Game of Throws, and I like that Parker's getting involved on the offensive as well. We've seen Andy make quite a few plays, but Parker now pushing up, realizing he's going to have to get in too. Ball going to be high. Good clear there from Andy over the corner. Now over to the center. Mikey got Bork there, but Bork can't get the touch. Just enough time for Andy to get over and make the save.
3:50 to go. This will be back to midfield. Andy has a chance. He's going to get crossed by, I believe that was Bork. Chance for Parker. Parker gets it taken away by Mikey. Really good answer on defense from Seoul Esports as they transfer possession back to them. Pass into the middle. That's a long bomb from the parking lot. It's off the post. No, it rolls off the post. Very close. The pinch back the other way. This could be a 2-point swing and a nice save, keeping it away from the post. We play with 3:23 to go. That's towards the net. Another big save, this one by Andy. Parker has to be on the goal line now. They again try to find the angle, but Bork can't finish it, and we remain scoreless. Now 3:12 to go.
Yeah, huge defensive plays on both sides of the field to keep this scoreless. Looking like either team could have gone up 1-0, but we remain at this 0-0 tie. Loving the fight coming here from Game of Throws. They recognize they got to play a better defensive game, and they are doing so far.
Yep, they're pushing the pace a little bit too, which is what we talked about a little bit. 2:53 to go. Good carry by Andy. Parker was waiting for boost back in his own end. Doesn't have it. Now he'll get to the other side and grab it. He needs a clear, and he will get one off the nose to put it towards the sidewall. He'll get up that sidewall. Pinch play goes off or towards the back wall. Ricochet aside. Mikey 12 loses it. Chance for Parker. Long bomb well wide of that right post, but a good catch by Bork. He'll transfer possession back across midfield. Bork has the angle. Good challenge by Andy as he gets the spoiler in the way. Off the corner. Taken by Mikey. Mikey tries to drop on top of it. Good play off the ramp. Bork is there to finish it. First strike finally for Seoul Esports.
Yeah, it takes them a little while, but they do finally get one on the board there. Mikey again setting up Bork. Thought maybe Parker could get up in time, but just a little bit behind that one. Can't make the save, and that's tough for Game of Throws. When they come out as strong as they have to go down in this game, it is going to be imperative that they bounce back. Now a chance here for Mikey. Good job by Andy to clear to the side.
Well, Andy's going to take possession back towards midfield as well. They got to be careful. Good pass into the middle. Parker on the shot, and a great save by, I believe that was Mikey who was able to get that. This will be a chance on the hesitation. Good defensive touch by Andy. Bork is there trying for the pinch around. He's not going to be able to put it on the propeller and send it wide. This will be back to midfield. Seoul back towards the net. Good save by Parker, and they're peppering that back wall, peppering that orange net at the moment. This will be a chance. Oh, and another big save. This one by, I believe that was Parker who got in front of it. He'll take possession back the other way, but another big takeaway, and Seoul Esports just really sending it back towards the net and immediately back towards the net again as soon as they get possession back.
Yeah, Game of Throws really holding on to the skin of their teeth right now. Any one of these shots could have gone in to put them down 2 goals, but they're staying within a 1-goal moment. But now a mix-up over to the side, but no, Bork can't put that ball on net. A chance there for them to go up 2-0 But as I say it, they do capitalize. Mikey comes in and cleans up on the rebound.
A little bit of a miscommunication by both members of the Game of Throws. One gets demoed, nobody on the back line because of the demo, and finally Seoul Esports able to take advantage. So Game of Throws, they've come from behind before. They need to do it again. Minute 14 to go as they try to get a win out of this series. And Seoul Esports on the other side, they're a minute 10 away from being able to take a 3-0 lead in this series and possibly be one win away from a tournament title. This will be top of the box. Another one for Bork, and he has a field day with those offensive chances.
The pressure just too much here from Seoul Esports. You see Parker hard off that sidewall, going to push right out to Bork. He's looking to put that ball more downfield. Can't have those hard clears off the wall. They're just so dangerous. Bork there to capitalize. Another goal from him. He has scored just, I've lost count how many goals Bork has scored in this tournament.
And this may be another one right here. This one for Mikey. He's going to roll it up the ramp. Bork is there, and guess who? He puts it through again. 4-0 lead with 54 to go.
Bork and Mikey too much. There's Mikey yet again. These individual efforts from Mikey are making it easy for Bork. If you look at the scoreboard, it's like, Mikey, what are you doing? Bork's the man. All he's doing is scoring, but almost every one of these goals, it's Mikey setting him up.
Yeah, Mikey's been the absolute server of these opportunities, and this will be a chance into the corner for Game of Throws. Back, top of the box, taken away. This has a chance. Near side, scores. Finally, Parker gets one back. They're not out of it just yet, but it'll be close.
Interesting approach off that kickoff from Seoul Esports. It looked like they were okay with just playing defense, maybe expecting a fake kickoff situation. So you saw Mikey didn't even take the kickoff at all. Instead, elected to rotate back and grab that defense. Doesn't work out for them. Allows Game of Throws to get the first goal on the board. They're going to have to push back quick if they're going to have a chance here.
Yeah, they could use a couple more. Even if they don't win this game, they could use it as momentum. This will be into the defensive corner. Game of Throws off the back wall. That's dangerous. That's going to be off the back. Eventually, Parker will make contact and get this to the sidewall. Over the halfway line. He has his teammate waiting in the middle, Andy. Andy has to touch it defensively back into his own end. That's dangerous. Needing a little bit of help, and Parker's there to save the day, cape and all, with 15 to go. 14 seconds. Bork waiting, as is Mikey. Mikey comes in, puts one towards the net. And now it's going to be Andy trying to get one more. He'll work for the carry, try to fall on top of it. It stops top of the box, and that should be a clear. It looks like they're just going to wait on it. Seoul Esports is one win away from a grand finals sweep. They are up 3-0.
Yeah, and what would you expect if not this from Seoul Esports? They have been so dominant in this tournament so far. As we said, they came into this matchup undefeated as far as their matches go, and they show why they continue to be the top team in this tournament. It's been a good run for Game of Throws so far. This may be the last chance for them. If they can't get a win here, it will be Seoul Esports with the sweep. Yep. So right now, Game of Throws, if they're holding anything back, they got to let it all out now.
Yeah, they have to. They don't have a choice. They are one loss away from getting knocked out. They have already secured second place prizing. 60-30-10 is the prize structure we're doing. So $600 to the winners, $300 to second place, $100 to third place is what we are doing. So third place, of course, going to the Mom Buy Me Legos guys. So we are just about to get underway, though, with game number 3, technically game 4, since there was a 1-0 start for the Blue guys as we get into action in Champions Field. It's all on the line. We have to see a win from Game of Throws, otherwise you and I are done.
Yeah, and I don't want to go home.
No, right.
I mean, if it means I go home, I suddenly am a lot more biased. So Game of Throws, I know you can hear me. Come on, guys. We don't want this to end just yet.
Bork and Mikey 12 trying to be the spoilers. We'll see if they can do it. They're one win away, but now with Game of Throws working in the offensive end. That'll be a pass into the middle. Andy towards the net. That is gorgeous from him, making a 1-0 lead.
Andy continues to be the MVP for this squad. Off that side corner, that turn and freestyle. Look at that from Andy, just too good. I really like how he was able to curve in the corner there and put that ball on net.
Andy looking to possibly take over a little bit, and that's just fine if you're a fan of Game of Throws. This will be over the halfway line, coming in. Bork misses contact on it. He will get second contact over to Mikey, but it's taken away by Parker. Parker goes into the corner. That's going to bounce up the ceiling. Chance in front, and no double commit there, as it looks like Andy decided against taking the offensive risk against a counterattack. This one will be boomed along, looking for contact to keep it towards the net. It looks like it'll fall onto the halfway line. That pinch is a problem for Game of Throws, but Andy is the solution, and he will get it away from the goal line. Into the corner. Well taken by Bork. Or I'm sorry, Mikey. Mikey looking to go down to Bork. Bork rotates all the way back instead. Parker, not going to hit this. Chance for Mikey, but he'll lose the ball in that corner. Falls on top of it. And a touch in front. That's a problem. That's off the post. It's passed out to the top. Bork is going to try and angle, keep it himself. It's going to be crossbar and down. Mikey, oh, I'm sorry, that's Andy with the save. Mikey there to finish it off. And that's a defensive scramble that did not work for Game of Throws.
Yeah, Mikey starts that play off with a great individual effort, and he is rewarded with the goal there. Thought they may get that out, but Game of Throws not able to clear it far enough, just ends up right in the box. Easy shot for Mikey. Great pressure for Seoul Esports to get this game tied up.
Back in this game, they're tied up indeed at 1 apiece as we play with 3:45 left. Up into the air, we're still deep into orange territory. Andy's gonna miss on the clearing attempt. Parker's waiting on the goal line, needs a save, has a save, rebound there for Bork, and that was absolutely a setup all the way through.
Yeah, but that's a situation, somebody's got to take that ball. You see both Andy and Parker just waiting for the shot. You cannot give the offense that much time to work, especially when you have the skill that is Seoul Esports. So right there, a little bit of a missed chance on defense. They got to keep up their aggression on the side of Game of Throws.
Way too much hesitation on that part of it, and it looks like there will be a wait for a moment. This will be off of the corner wall. Kickoff is indeed slowed down. It does live laterally, a big demo there. Looks like it'll be a takeaway from Andy. Andy up the side, he'll find himself demoed. Parker, who had just respawned from a demo, has to play this ball, and he'll get it at least out to the sidewall. 3:13 to go. That's a long bomb towards that back wall, trying to fall on top of it. Parker will wait and then get it sent past him. That's an empty net. Bork is there, and he will find the open cage. It's a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I think the nerves maybe starting to get to Game of Throws just a little bit. You saw Parker go up for that ball, but didn't have a great chance on it. Trying to press the issue, I definitely get it, because they want to make sure they keep themselves in this game, but they also have to stay within themselves as well. Play their game. They've still got 3 minutes to go. They're not out of this yet.
And that'll be Andy getting the clear going across the box. You need to get something going. He's going to work on an individual carry. Good defense by Bork as he gets up. Parker decides against challenging on this, realizes he's beat. Has to grab boost in the corner. That could be a problem, but he comes across and makes a decent save. 2:43 to go. Halftime about to come and go. Pass ahead, looking. Oh, nearly a pinch. That ended up in the back of the net. Andy with the takeaway, but that pinch is going to send it deep off the back wall. Mikey, can he find the angle? He cannot. A respawning Parker can't either, and it will be back in midfield.
Seoul Esports not taking advantage of that demo, and now it's going to be downfield the other way. There is Andy with another goal for him. 3-2. Game of Throws showing fight here, and a good job by Andy to get that ball on net when the defender was not back.
Key time to get that two. They were down by 2. They have a ton of time to get that third one, but they also have to have a double-edged sword in front of them. They can't give up one, because a 2-goal lead at this point would be absolutely massive for really either side. This will be a chance for Mikey going around that corner. Good takeaway from Andy as he gets vertical. Off the sidewall, trying one on the net. That's a chance and a great save by Bork as he gets up to take it away.
Yeah, that was a pretty move downfield too. Andy and Parker both went upfield. That was real nice. Good job by Mike to get over.
That's a takeaway. And this is a chance for Parker if he can turn this. Has the dribble, off the back, got it, scores! 3-3 tie game, minute 56 left.
Parker with the breakaway, had a chance on the first shot. Can't find the angle, but is there to clean it up on the rebound. Game of Throws, 3-3. They're able to battle back. Do they have it in them? Can they get this reverse sweep going?
Next goal is going to be massive either way. 3-3 at the moment. This will be off the lateral wall. It's back in the Game of Throws. And Bork, guess who finds the empty cage again?
Bork and the side wall. These two are just a match made in heaven. That pinch goes right out to him. It seems like every time the ball is hard off the wall, there's Bork to take advantage. He puts Seoul Esports back on top.
Minute 50 to go in a 4-3 contest. Game of Throws needs to retaliate and get one back. That'll go fairly neutral into the Game of Throws end. Mikey puts one towards the cage, but it looks like it's going to be Parker who tries to take it away. Off the back, Bork trying to find an angle. Parker is going to take that one across, and Andy will have possession. Andy gets it into the offensive territory for the moment. gets ricocheted back in. That takeaway from Parker. He's going to need another touch. Bork tries to keep it himself. Good touch off the nose by Andy. Really defensively clutch play. And back the other way comes Parker. Parker with the carry towards the net, and a nice save by Mikey as he gets up just in the nick of time.
Oh, I can't find the angle on that. That was real close there. 4 game of throws. Now they got to get a save down on the other end. They do. Parker is there and makes the clear, but time running out, Curtis. We are getting down to the minute mark in this game, potentially in this tournament if we don't see a goal from Game of Throws.
Oh, that's a nice play by Mikey reading that, but it's a nice takeaway. Game of Throws goes back across midfield. This is a 1v1 opportunity. Can't mess up here. Good pressure, but it's given right to Bork. Bork goes around that corner. Big demo. May not matter. That's close. Now it might matter. This is a chance for Andy. 1v1 the other way, yet Parker lurking far side. But Parker indeed rotates all the way back instead. This will be up. Now Parker attacks this. This will be in the corner. Chance for Andy if he can get it into the middle, and he can't do it. This will be Bork back the other way as he gets it across midfield. 20 seconds to go. 4-3 game. Game of Throws needs to get this back downfield, looking for a last-second heroism to tie this game up. We're down to our last 12. They need a clear in the worst way. This is going to be off the ceiling. It'll eventually come down for Andy. Andy's up, and nope, he will actually lose this. Mikey off the back trying to find the angle. Now they got to do it all in the air. It's Parker with the dribble, the pass into the middle. It's going to be Andy who gets blown up, and it's going to be Seoul Esports that are going to, I believe that's a win, right?
That's it.
That's it. They are indeed. They are indeed the winners of the MidwestLAN 2v2 Rocket League Open presented by Mad City. We're going to get them over here for an interview in a little bit, but just talking about that series, that last game, a lot more competitive from Game of Throws. That's something we wanted to see a little bit earlier in that series.
Yeah, we saw earlier from them in a previous series that moment where they got that 0-second goal to move forward, get themselves up into that lower bracket final. Unfortunately for them, the magic just not there on that last play, and really great job by Bork to cut that off because the carry was there. That was a dangerous moment for Bork, but great job on the defense to be able to cut that off. And with that, Seoul Esports goes completely undefeated. They just run rickshaw through this entire tournament, 13-0. They don't drop a single match en route to being #1 and getting their share of the $1,000.
Yeah, and I'd say, you know, unofficially, because we haven't had this award actually listed, but unofficially, officially, the offensive MVP for this tournament definitely going to have to be Bork. His striking percentage is off the charts and has been the entire weekend. So good stuff from him, and good stuff from the Seoul Esports guys. They take the tournament, and they, as you mentioned, they don't drop a single game doing it. So we're going to get them in for an interview. But for now, it's my turn to say goodbye along with Sam. So for Sam, I'm Curtis. We will step aside and let Dazzering come in and interview the winners. This is Mad City. We'll be right back.